got blues, I've got the alcoholic blues. No more beer, my heart to cheer. Goodbye, whiskey, you used to make me frisky. So long, highball, so long, gin. Oh, tell me when you're coming back again. Blues, I've got the blues since they amputated my boobs. Lordy, Lordy, war is swell. You know, I don't have to tell. Oh, I've got the alcoholic blues, some blues. Prohibition, that's the name. Prohibition drives me insane. I'm so thirsty, soon I'll die. I simply grind, evaporate, I just that dry. I wouldn't mind to live forever in a train if my thirst had only let me quench, and not with Bevo or ginger ale. I want real stuff by the pail.
You're very exceptionary. No dictionary can define what's genuinely indescribable. Very exceptionary. No ordinary phrase can capture you. Now some might say that you're tremendous. You are so much more stupendous, so magnificent, so magnanimous. If we voted, it'd be unanimous. Very exceptionary. This temporary phrase we'll have to do. It's true for my very exceptionary you. Exceptionary. No dictionary can define what's genuinely indescribable. Very exceptionary. No ordinary phrase can capture you. Now some might say that you're tremendous. You are so much more stupendous, so magnificent, so magnanimous. If we vote exceptionary. This temporary phrase will have to do, it's true, for my very exceptionary. For my very exceptionary you.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of This is News with your host, the bartender. So tonight's random read is going to come off. Wait, hold on. Before I go there, let me take us to the clouds here. Take us to the clouds. Oops, that's not the clouds. Here we go. Today's random read is going to come off of the book of John, chapter 11, verses 38 through 44. Jesus raises Lazarus. Jesus therefore again, groaning in himself, cometh to the grave. It was a cave, and a stone lay upon it. Jesus said, Take ye away the stone. Martha, the sister of him that was dead, saith unto him, Lord, by this time he stinketh, for he hath been dead for 4 days. Jesus saith unto her, Said I not unto thee, that if thou wouldest believe, thou shouldest see the glory of God? Then they took away the stone from the place where the dead was laid. And Jesus lifted up his eyes, and said, Father, I thank thee that thou hast heard me. And I knew that thou hearest me, but because of the people which stand by I said it, that they may believe that thou hast sent me. And when he thus had spoken, he cried with a loud voice, Lazarus, come forth. And he that was dead came forth, bound hand and foot with grave cloths, and his face was bound about with a napkin. Jesus said unto them, Loose him, and let him go. So once again, this random read comes from the book of John, chapter 11, verses 38 through 44. Jesus raises Lazarus. So I kind of want to speak about this a little bit because I've been going through, spiritually saying, I've been going through a hard time these past couple weeks. I've been feeling lately that God doesn't hear my prayers, or I feel like he's not around, and it's been really difficult for me, you know. And I'm trying to improve myself at the same time with all these, with everything around my life going on, and having to feel this way at the same time. It was just one of those things where it seemed like everything was coming all at once. But after reading that one part where he says, Father, I thank thee that thou hast heard me, and I knew that thou hearest me always. When I read that today, it made me realize that he hears me. God hears what I say. You know, it may not seem like it at times, but he hears me. And so that kind of gave me a little bit of comfort there. So I'm very grateful for the read that I was able to find today randomly. And it just made me feel a lot more better. So that is my thoughts about the random read of the day. Well, it looks like I'll be doing the show solo tonight, which is all good. I know Mr. C is all caught up with important stuff in his show. I was lurking in there for a bit, and hey, you know, his own show is his priority first, and I totally understand. Nonetheless, hopefully the articles that I found today are going to kind of carry the show throughout the next couple hours. Excuse me. Had to take a swig of the tea. All right. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this started. Let's get this started right here. Let me go ahead and fix this up here. Make sure I have the right article here. Okay, cool. Got it. Let me just blow that up for people who can't see it. All right. So this first article that we're going to be talking about today comes from cityjournal.org. Article was written on October 19th by James Lee. Article reads, "Don't even go there. The National Institute of Health, NIH, also known as the NIH, now blocks access to an important database if it thinks a scientist's research may enter, quote, forbidden territory." What is this forbidden territory we speak of? Well, let's read the article and find out what they mean. A policy of deliberate ignorance has corrupted top scientific institutions in the West. It's been an open secret for years that prestigious journals will often reject submissions that often prevailing political orthodoxies. I apologize. I got like 3 different screens here that I have to pay attention to, so please bear with me. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody in case. Especially if they involve controversial aspects of human biology and behavior. No matter how scientifically sound the work might be, the leading journal Nature Human Behavior recently made this practice official in an editorial, effectively announcing that it will not publish studies that show the wrong kind of differences between human groups. American genetics, or geneticists, I don't know, now face even more drastic form of censorship. Oh, wait. Censorship with science? This should be interesting. This definitely should be interesting. Let's read more into how this ties in together. Where was I? Oh, here we go. Exclusion from access to the data necessary to conduct analysis, let alone publish results. Case in point, the National Institutes of Health now withholds access to an important database if it thinks a scientist's research may wander into forbidden territory. Gee, I am very curious as to what this forbidden territory is. The source at issue, the database of genotypes and phenotypes, DBGAP, is an exceptional tool combining genome scans of several million individuals with extensive database or data about health, education, occupation, and income. It is indispensable for research on how genes and environments combine to affect human traits. Okay, so we're leading into human traits and censorship. I have a feeling I know where this is going, but let's go ahead and read on, because I'm very interested as to how we're going in forbidden territory and human traits and censorship. I have a feeling, but let's press on. No other widely accessible American database comes close in terms of scientific utility. My colleagues at other universities and I have run into problems involving applications to study the relationships among intelligence, education, and health outcomes. Sometimes NIH denies access to some of the attributes that I have just mentioned on the grounds that studying their genetic basis is, quote, stigmatizing. Sometimes it demands updates about ongoing research with the implied threat that it could withdraw usage if it doesn't receive satisfactory answers. In some cases, NIH has retroactively withdrawn access for research it had previously approved. Note that none of the studies I am referring to include inquiries into, here we go, race or sex differences. Apparently, NIH is clamping down on a broad range of attempts to explore the relationship between genetics and intelligence. Gee, how did I know that we're heading into the R word? How did I know that? How did I know that? I don't know. I just knew it. What is the NIH's justification? Studies of intelligence do not pose any greater threat to the dignity of their participants than research based on non-genetic factors. With the customary safeguards in place, research activities such as genetically predicting an individual's academic performance need be no more, quote, stigmatizing than predicting academic performance based on an individual's family structure during childhood. Man, pardon me. The cost of this censorship is profound. On a practical level, many of the original data generating studies were set up with the explicit goal of understanding risk factors for various diseases. Since intelligence and education are also risk factors for many of these diseases, denying researchers usage of these data stymies progress on the problems the studies were founded to address. Scientific research should not have to justify itself on those grounds anyway. Perhaps the most elemental principle of science is that the search for the truth is worthwhile, regardless of its practical benefits. Once again, I apologize. I'm bouncing back and forth with the screens. I'm just making sure that we're all good here. NIH's responsibility is to protect the safety and privacy of research participants, not to enforce a party line. Indeed, no apparent legal basis exists for these restrictions. NIH enforces hundreds of regulations, but you will search in vain for any grounds on which to ban, quote, stigmatizing research, whatever that even means. The restrictions appear to be invented to impede research on certain topics that anonymous bureaucrats with ideological jeez, I can't talk. Motivations have decided are out of bounds. It's impossible to know whether senior NIH officials have instigated the restrictions or merely accepted them tacitly. Dude, I am just my brain's off the hook today, man. It's really off the hook today. I can't read today. Perhaps I can't read anyway. Perhaps they are unaware of the problem. Officials far down the bureaucratic ladder are responsible for approving specific applications. NIH has historically enjoyed high levels of public confidence in its professionalism and integrity. That trust is now deteriorating. The decline began with evidence that its personnel may have been complicit in blocking investigations of the possibility that Charlie Victor 19 escaped from a Chinese laboratory. The restrictions of scholars' access to the DBGAP don't have nearly the same public visibility as the Charlie Victor story, but they strike equally at the heart of NIH's integrity. The federal government was under no obligation to assemble the magnificent database that is the DBGAP, now that it has done so at taxpayers' expense. However, it does have an obligation to provide access to that database even-handedly, not to allow it for some and deny it to others based on the content of their research. Well, there it is, folks. Science has gone woke. Science has gone woke too. In a nutshell, science has definitely gone woke. There's really not much to say about that. I kind of saw things like this coming anyway, just based on how everything is just changing in front of our faces. So yeah, woke science. There you go. All right. So let me go ahead and go to the next article for read. I think this is going to be a quick show today. I got like 5 articles, but it's just going to be a short one today, I believe. So let's go ahead and go to the next article here. All right. This one's kind of unfortunate, but it kind of is a segue to the other 3 articles that I have lined up for tonight. They all kind of relate to each other. I kind of wanted to start it off with the whole woke science thing, but I think even the science here, the science thing kind of connects here, because honestly, a lot of us are being programmed without even realizing that we are. Whether you think or not that you're being programmed or not, you actually are. If you're in social media or in the internet watching stuff, one way or another, it changes. Like it kind of has an influence on how you think and all these things. It all depends on. I guess it all depends on like how you let it kind of influence your life, right? Anyhow, let's read on here. So this one's from the New York Post, NewYorkPost.com. This one's by Olivia Land, published today. Article reads. Give me a minute here. Give me just 1 second. I want to make sure that I got all bases covered here. Okay. Article reads, young mom among 4 teens killed in Buffalo crash while attempting TikTok Kia challenge. Now, I don't even know what the Kia challenge is, but I've seen a lot of these TikTok videos and these trends with TikTok, with these particular dances or these games that are played. And it's quite, if you ask me personally, I think they're all stupid. So I'm assuming that this Kia challenge is something stupid too. I don't know what this Kia challenge is, but let's go ahead and read the article and find out what it could be, because I really don't know what it could be. I don't know what the Kia challenge is. All right. So it says here, The 4 teenagers killed in a Buffalo car crash while attempting a TikTok challenge encouraging car theft. What? Have been identified. Wait. So this TikTok Kia challenge is car theft? Maybe I have to read the article more to find out. Let me start all over again. The 4 teenagers killed in a Buffalo car crash while attempting a TikTok challenge. Okay, we'll find out what this TikTok challenge is. Encouraging car theft have been identified. With a young mom among the victims. Oh, jeez. So you got these 4 teenagers and a mom who just got killed in a car crash, I'm assuming. Oh, boy. Here we go. Marcus Webster, 19. Swazine Swindle, 17. Kevin Payne, 16. And Ahajane Harper, 14, were killed when the stolen Kia they were. All right, man. So they were involved with vehicle theft and instant karma, I suppose. Let's read on. Stolen Kia, they were riding in a crash Monday morning, ejecting them and one other passenger, WGRZ reporter Claudine Ewing confirmed yesterday. Interesting. The driver, 16, was treated at the hospital and released, while a 5th passenger, a 14-year-old girl who is listed in good condition at Erie County Medical Center. In a video shared on Twitter, a local says Harper had recently welcomed a baby girl. Harper. Who's Harper? That name is not on the 4 here that I don't know. Oh, wait. Yeah, it doesn't say who Harper is. I'm trying to see who Harper is. I don't know. The driver, 16, was treated at the hospital and released, while a 5th passenger, a 14-year-old girl, is listed in good condition at Erie County Medical Center. In a video shared on Twitter, a local says Harper had recently welcomed a baby girl. She was a young mother. The man remembers. She definitely spent a lot of time with her daughter. Harper was set to celebrate. Harper was set to celebrated her. Dude, who wrote this? Harper was set to celebrated her 15th birthday on November 1st. Her family launched a $15,000 GoFundMe in her honor on Tuesday. Well, so much for that. I wonder where that money's going to go to now. Do I wonder? Swindle's sister, Nashira Anderson, told WIBV that the teen enjoyed playing basketball and was known for his goofy personality. Ooh, look at that car, man. Yeah, I don't know if there's any survivors in that. Look at that, man. Ay. That doesn't look good. The teens were killed when the stolen Kia they were riding in crashed Monday morning, ejecting them and one other passenger. Dude. This is sad, man. But what's the saying? How's the saying go? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You know, God has his ways of how justice is served, I guess. And it's sad. This is a sad thing. They're still children, but you put yourself in a situation like that. And I don't even know what this Kia challenge is. What is this Kia challenge? It still hasn't explained what the Kia challenge is. All it just says here is that they got into an accident. I don't know. I have no clue. I have no clue at all what a Kia challenge is. The teens were killed when the stolen Kia they were riding in crashed Monday morning, ejecting them and one other passenger. The teenagers were riding in a car that was stolen as part of the, quote, Kia challenge on TikTok. Could somebody please tell me what a Kia challenge is? Because I don't know what that is. I'm reading this article, but it still hasn't explained to me what a Kia challenge is. What is this Kia challenge that they're speaking of? Webster, meanwhile, is said to have been a hard worker who juggled school and a job. Just because you juggle school and a job doesn't make you a model citizen. Like, if you were a good person, you wouldn't even be involved in being in this stolen vehicle. I'm just saying. What's going on, Boneless Chicken at the Foxhole side? Thank you for showing up here, man. Thank you so much. Usually Mr. C's here, but you know, I understand he has important stuff that he's discussing on his show. So, you know, we're gonna power this through. It's probably going to be a short show tonight because usually we bounce back and forth with what we think about the articles. But nonetheless, thank you for hanging out. God bless you. A Boneless Chicken says, life here is about choice. And a Boneless Chicken is on the Foxhole side. He's on the Foxhole side because I'm actually broadcasting in like 4 different platforms here. Life here is about choices. The choices we make can put us in harm's way or improve our odds of making it through this life. I agree. I totally agree with that. I do. And you know, it's sad because it says here that one of them was juggling between a job and school, which tells me, like, I mean, just on face value, it tells me that this person is probably responsible, right? Because he's going through both, he or she. Webster, I don't know if Webster is a male or a female, but it tells me that they're responsible enough to kind of juggle both at the same time. And I'm assuming that this is a young person too. So that's even more, that's like more power to them being like taking on such responsibilities at that age. But man, I tell you, sometimes it also depends on what kind of people you hang out with, man. You know, maybe that particular person was a good person, but maybe the choices of friends were not really the greatest choices of friends because they were in a stolen vehicle. You know, very unfortunate. These were young people. All right. The driver of the Kia, which was reported stolen Sunday night, has since been charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle and criminal possession of the stolen property. Oh, okay. This kind of sheds a little bit of light here. I don't think it's a stolen. It's more like a joyride. They probably snuck their parents' car out or something like that. Probably. I could be wrong. I mean, it says there unauthorized use of a vehicle and criminal possession of stolen. It could be a joyride of some sort. They probably snuck out somebody's car. I don't know. He is due back in court in November. The teens are believed to have wrecked the car while trying to complete the, quote, Kia Challenge, a TikTok trend that shows viewers how to hotwire Kias and Hyundai. Okay, so this is the Kia Challenge right here. This is what they call a Kia Challenge. This is criminal act right here, man. How to hotwire a car? I don't understand this. They call this a challenge, really? They call criminal acts a challenge now. well, I really don't know what to say, man. You know, most of the people that are on TikTok, they're younger people. They're younger people, man. And Java and I were kind of touching a little bit on this about how the youth are, and how kind of I was saying that the roles have reversed with adults and children, right? Because a lot of adults that are in TikTok tend to act like children. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them do. They act like children, and a lot of children, pardon me, excuse me, a lot of children, they like to act like they know all, they know it all. You know? I mean, I understand I was young once and I thought I knew everything, but the arrogance and self-centeredness of the youth nowadays, and I'm not saying all, but I'm saying a great majority of them have this entitlement feeling. You know? They seem to be overly educated with books, especially when it comes to stuff that don't even matter, if that makes any sense. But I don't blame the children for that. That's public school education for you. You know? And I'm not trying to say anything bad to the parents that put their children in public school, because sometimes, you don't have much options financially or with time. I get it. But I will say this, because personally for me, I'm struggling financially, but I'm doing what I can to keep my girl in homeschool. Like, I don't want my girl involved in public school stuff, especially with the stuff they're teaching. Man, I live in the Austin area. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want my daughter being involved with that kind of stuff and learning that kind. I hear the horror stories from my neighbor, man. My neighbor's children tells me the horror stories of public school. He's a white kid, and it's even worse when you're white. It is. A boneless chicken from the foxhole side says, it never even dawned on me to do something like that. Guess I led a boring life, but I'm still here. Sorry, I get you and Wingnut mixed up for some reason. I can't explain why. No worries, man. Sometimes I can act like one. Kia challenge is hot wiring Kia and going for a joyride. Heard about that from my daughter. Yeah, I just heard about it right now because I'm not privy to these things that these young people do. And this is not even, it shouldn't even be called a Kia challenge. It should just be called vehicle theft, in my opinion. Right? It's vehicle theft, straight up. They're trying to give it a cool name or something. I guess Kias are now the new Hondas, because Hondas were the Honda. I want to say Honda Civics. Honda Civics were the most stolen. They were back years ago. Honda Civics was the most popular car to be stolen. So I guess it's Kia's turn, right? Now it's Kias and Hyundais. Crazy, man. Crazy. Anyways, like I was saying about the public school system, right? So I'm gonna this is just like a little story that one of my neighbor's children gave me. So he's a white kid, right? And he was telling me, and this is just what he tells me. Like I there could be more to the story he's not telling me, but I don't know, but I'm just going to tell the story how he told me. So he would be I don't know, like playing basketball or something like that, and all of a sudden the black kids would kind of tell him like, hey, they'll pick on him. They'll pretty much pick on him. Okay? They'll talk smack to him and all this stuff, and he can't do anything because he's outnumbered, right? So he tries to walk away, And they still pick at him, and they still kind of chip at him and all these things. And when he tries to defend himself, he ends up getting in trouble, going to the principal's office. And he's the one who gets disciplined. Even when he tries to record with his phone the incident, it doesn't matter. I mean, like I said, this is just the story that he's telling me. There could be more to that story. I don't know. But I definitely don't want my daughter around. I don't want my daughter around public school, because if that's what they're going to go through, if that's the type of stuff that she's going to go through, like, I don't want her around that. I really don't. She's Asian, but we kind of talked about the Asian car last week on this show, right? Like we're like the next one in line from the white people, because we're a different shade of white, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. But nonetheless, what I'm trying to get at here is that do whatever you can in order for your child not to go to public school. And I say that because of the stuff that they're teaching the children in public school. I mean, can the parents kind of rise up and vote somebody in for the school board members and all this kind of? Yeah, they sure can. But I'm talking about right now. You know what I mean? The stuff going on right now is crazy. Children shouldn't be having to go through this. They shouldn't have to go through this kind of stuff, man. And to make things worse, never mind. I just don't want. I don't want to say any more about, my neighbor's child situation. I just don't. Let's just say that it's difficult for him right now. It's very difficult for him. Going to a public school is very difficult. And I was telling him, like, dude, you got to take your children out, man. This is not healthy for them. And then what happens when they get older, dude? They're going to have this kind of feeling about certain types of people because they were in that environment being picked on. I'm just saying, dude. I am just saying. Let me go ahead and finish up this article here. So, who's this picture of? Janae Harper recently had oh, man. That is sad. She recently had a baby and now she's gone. Like, who's going to take care of her child now? Buffalo Police Commissioner Joseph Gramaglia told reporters Monday that law enforcement has seen a spike in car thefts since the challenge went viral. Dude, so you're telling me that this stuff is popular now? Dude, this is nuts, dude. This is absolutely nuts. I can't believe that man, they sure as hell can censor certain people in certain social media outlets. Why can't they censor people who do this, quote, Kia challenge? This blows my mind. Or maybe is it part? It's the whole. This is what they're letting out on purpose for the destruction of our society. Is it on purpose? I don't know, but it makes me think. It makes me really think hard about why they let certain things through and why they don't let certain things through. I'm just saying. Even so, experts remain skeptical that an online dare can inspire random people to commit an illegal act. Isolating a specific video that seems detrimental and assuming that it has a huge impact over people's behaviors is just unreasonable from an empirical point of view. That's not how media effects work. Yodam Ophir, an assistant professor in the University at Buffalo Communications Department, told WIBV, "Most people don't know about these challenges. Most people don't care about these challenges. And even if they watch these videos and find them amusing, it doesn't mean they're going to walk out and steal a car." How do you know? The youth are so easily influenced to do a lot of dumb things. They really are. Oh, gosh, man. The investigation into the accident remains ongoing. We certainly send our deepest condolences and sympathies to all the families and everyone impacted by this unfortunate and horrific tragedy, the Buffalo Public School District stated in the wake of the crash. There it is, people. The Kia Challenge, man. And it's unfortunate that 4 teens, and I'm assuming one of them is the mother, a new mother, had to go away. I mean, you know, like pass away. It's very sad and unfortunate. Very sad. All right, let me go back to the clouds here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to introduce my co-host. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to introduce my co-host. If he's there, if you may unmute if you're there. Come on, Mr. C.
Jeez Louise, I stepped out of one cloud and I stepped into another.
Hold on, man. Let me get you here. Okay, there we go. What's going on, brother?
What is up, buddy? I have to apologize.
Dude, don't. No.
It's been one of those days, my friend. Hump day, right? You know?
I totally understand, man. I totally understand. I get it, bro. Don't worry about it, man.
I saw you in the audience, but then like when it got to about that time, I was like, he's probably already getting the show together. He's not here, and I was like, I can't text. I was like telling the audience, someone contact Speak and let him know I'm not gonna be there on time.
That's all good, man. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. You know, you help me out only when you can, and I totally understand that, man.
I wish it were a lot more than I do, but you know.
Oh no, dude, don't worry. You do more than enough, man. Just participating in this Wednesday shows, especially on Wednesdays, knowing how busy you are, man. It's a lot. It's a lot.
You know,
and I'm very grateful.
I try and
for
keep
it.
my engagements. Now everyone knows that I tend to run late. That should be expected. But I at least try and keep my engagements. You know, even if I am running late. So
right. No worries, man. No worries.
I do apologize, but yeah, I got caught up at the C report, and I wasn't expecting the show to run as long as I did, but there's just a lot of stuff, and then like this, I just, you know, it was one of those points I just wanted to see through to the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even though I might have misjudged the amount of spatial time it would take, I had to get the point across and finished, so I could just step away from that and can carry on, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what we do. We carry on. Right.
Yeah. No, don't you worry about it, bro. Don't you worry.
Well, how's it been going here? I mean, you were talking about schools when I popped in.
Okay.
And,
so
what you got going on, brother?
Okay. So I found this article about these 4 teens that did a quote Kia challenge, and they were teenagers, and it kind of went to the direction of, I don't know how I got to the public school thing, but I started talking about the public school system that, you know, oh, okay. Now I know. It went from this Kia challenge talking about teenagers, how teenagers are influenced by TikTok, how they feel so overly educated, but they learn nothing in school. And so that's where it led to the whole public school system. And then it went to me just ranting about how people should try as much as possible to get their children out of public school because of an experience that my neighbor's child is going through. And he's a white kid, and he's telling me these stories, and dude, he's like he you know, all the children of color are kind of like giving him crap because he's a white kid, you know, and that's unfortunate. And I'm saying that that's not conducive to him in a learning environment, you know, or even a social environment to get, you know, to try to get along with people and to communicate with people. It's not a conducive place to be, you know. So I'm trying, like, I really want parents to like listen up and get their children out of public school as much as possible because of the stuff that, you know, even if we're still able to kind of like vote certain people in for the school board and all that stuff, I'm talking about right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you could yank your child out right now. It's going to take months, if not years, to get some of this legislation through, and then that is even kind of tricky, right?
dude. I mean, it's when you're leaving your child in there, the longer they're in there, man, the more brainwashed they're gonna get. The more brainwashed they're gonna get, man. And if these children come from like really good parents who guide their children the right way, and then the teachers start teaching them some woke stuff, and the students disagree with that, they get in trouble for disrespecting the teacher. And this is like, I don't know, man. It's a whole thing, you know what I'm saying?
And some of them don't even get like how you would consider your typical like rude or disrespectful. They'll just sit there and they'll say, "No, I'm sorry, ma'am, I will not participate in your gender pronoun dysphoria." And then they go irate on the student, and then they start saying, "Your parents were a Trump supporter and they're stupid," and they start insulting.
Oh no, it does become a thing.
So that's the thing about it, is that like, we have to differentiate, because we do talk about like how the youth of today is very misguided, but the ones that get attacked by the crazies often are very respectful in their how shall we say, they're very respectful in their protest or in their revolt against what the system is wanting them to do.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen that through and through, but either way, all kids are experiencing this craziness at the same time right now.
They are, and I in particular, I feel really bad for the white children, especially in these liberal.
You say that as an Asian, and I feel that as an Hispanic.
I mean, like I said, we talked about this last week.
We're not even of their race. No, we're not of their ethnicity. Let's say it right.
No, but we talked about this in an article last week about how Asian people are next. We're the next ones, dude.
Yeah. They came for them. They're coming for you.
They're going by the shade of the color, man.
I'm going to sit here with my refried beans in the shade and take a nap.
Yo, no, because after the Asian people, they're coming after you, brown people.
No crap. That's why we're doing something about it now, buddy. But you know what? You have to put work into that faith. Because God is not going to bless you if you sit there and just pray to him, okay, and preach his word.
Well, that depends.
You need to take it because you know what? He is going to bless the man who is taking it to in the fight like that.
Well, don't you think
putting his life, his fortune, and his family on the line. That's just the way I assess it.
Don't you think
that's what I've seen, dude? That's what I've seen.
Wait. But
that's
listen.
what Jesus showed us. Eden.
Listen.
He showed us that you get in the fight, and we're gonna get our hands dirty, and you're gonna get blessed. That's what's gonna happen. You can't just not participate.
But what makes you think? What makes you think that this show is not a participation of it? Doing this show.
Actually, I don't know the schedule of the Speak Uneasy. I mean,
no. Just doing this type of show in general. Just having to speak about these kind of things. Don't you think that's
fair? But as someone who participates in those things, I think it's a cop out.
Oh, come on.
No. As someone who does this, it's a cop out to say just sitting here talking about it is enough. Period. That's the way I feel about it as someone who's done this and probably about 1,000 episodes, and that's a lot more hours, and that's a lot more shows, and that's not even including the work I did prior to everything I do with Mr. CTV.
Well,
and that's including going back to even before I was even doing podcasts and before I was even live streaming, and I was putting it and embedding it in the work that I do in my literature. Okay, that's totally different from this. So no, it's a cop out. Like, because you know what? I've been doing this and expressing this point of view and trying to cultivate this culture in my writing and this perspective to interject it into popular culture through what I do outside of all of this, and it's never worked. And you know what? It's because we have to do more than just sit and talk about it. This is creating the culture, and this is creating the assembly and the audience, and this is creating the consensus of society, what we do. This does lend some influence to all of that in real world, in actionable items. But point of the matter is, you have to cut across the chase. You have to cut to the point, and getting directly involved, whether that be by running for office, whether that be by, getting involved in elections, And at the very least, voting on election day, which is non-excusable. I'll say it again. If you can't do anything, that is the least you can do. As an American, what can you do for your country? Not ask what your country can do for you. Can you at least vote on election day? That's all you have to do. Like I have. That alone would break the algorithm.
I have.
I do mean general you, not specific you. Like I'm talking the you in general.
Right, but see, the thing is, man. Let me put it to you this way, man, because I was active for a long time in trying to make the changes with the quote power of voting.
Why don't you become the sheriff of
No, man. No, because
become the sheriff of Bear County.
No.
I dare you.
No.
You can do it.
No.
You can do it.
No.
We need it.
No.
That's what we need. Do you
No.
see what we're dealing with right now in San Antonio? I would vote for you.
No.
I know you have the integrity, sir.
No. I won't
I
do
can tell
it.
you what you don't have.
I won't. I won't.
You talk about it all the time when you talk about your Asian heritage.
Well, that's a given, man. I mean, that's the reputation that. but I'll tell you what, man. I can't do the whole political thing. I just can't. I can't.
It's not about politics.
No, it is.
It's about common sense rule of
No.
law and just enforcing it. That's all you would have to do.
No, I can't.
Yes, you would.
I
That
can't.
would
No,
be,
no.
What would be your guide stone?
No, I
Common
can't.
sense
I can't. I
rule
can't.
of law.
I cannot.
Common sense rule of law.
I can't do
what
it.
is there in the books already?
can't-
No
I can't do it.
biases, No politics.
I
That's
cannot
what they
do it,
need.
man. I can't.
Why not, dude?
I just
You
know.
Understand.
No,
You
know,
understand,
you're
man.
you're right. And that's why I don't want to get.
I know you could do it.
I
know
you're
you could.
right.
I can't. I cannot run for office.
I can't either, man. I just can't.
No,
I can't. I
don't want
can't,
to.
man.
I want to. I can't. Like, there's
Well,
no
why
way.
can't you?
Because
You got the drive for it, man. I don't. Like
No.
I know.
No,
I
you
know
don't
me.
Understand? You don't understand. I cannot. I know. Okay. You talk about people who want to like expose shadow selves and who want to like talk about like the dirt in the closet. I know, and I'm fully responsible for my dirt in my closet. And I'm telling you, it would be a waste of time. Okay, that's why I have no other alternatives. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't do it, man.
Oh,
I couldn't do
Casual
it.
GG says my volume is really low. I will stop speaking until it is correct.
Hold on. Try it now.
Hello.
Get
Casual
closer to
GG,
the
Can you
mic.
hear me? Can you hear me?
It's your end, dude, because it's all up
Oh.
on my end.
Oh, you know what? I am speaking into. Hold on. Let me check my sound settings here real quick, because I did do something. I did do something different today.
I do want to.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah,
that's probably better, isn't it?
yeah, it's
Yeah. Let
on
me
the
turn it.
red.
Let me put it down a little bit.
So I want to give a
Sorry.
shout out to a boneless chicken out in the foxhole side.
What's up, a bonus chicken?
Java,
Java.
my boy out there, man. Sorry I can't meet up with dude. Man, I was really looking forward to meeting up with Java tomorrow to do the music thing, but this whole gig I got this Friday, and to mention I got a wedding coming up on Saturday, dude. Man, this whole
You mentioned you were going to be down in my area.
so
Friday, right?
Yes.
So what's going on?
So Friday I got this gig that I'm going to be doing in San Antonio College, I guess, some kind of college thing.
You're going to be down at the old sack of San Antonio.
If that's what you call it.
I went to SAC, so it's okay. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some kind of DJing an event for a Diwali celebration, and so here I am trying to dig up some Bollywood music, some Indian music, and I'm like, oh man. I mean, I've gotten
Bollywood.
Yeah, I've gotten a.
Oh, I bet you my old boss is gonna be there. That piece of shit. Like, let me tell you what. He was Bollywood Collegiate Academia San Antonio, who totally turned on me when he found out my political point of view, and I was persecuted for being a conservative Trump supporter. It's okay.
That's nothing new under the sun, man.
I know. It was just stupid because he would bring in his academic friends the collegiate professors of San Antonio College and the University of Trinity and the University of Incarnate Word and blah, blah, blah. And they would all just sneer at me. And like, I'm not even lying. And like, one of them said to me one time, what did they say? We have never been so embarrassed in our life. It's like, oh my
Well,
God.
I mean, this is not going to be I don't think it's going to be a political thing. I think this is just a whole cultural
not
thing.
unless everyone tells them that the DJ's the speak uneasy. Just kidding.
Well, of course, I'm not going to be saying anything like that.
Of course not.
Anyhow,
So where is this happening again? No, just kidding.
no,
But I'm just saying, that's who you will be playing for, just so you know. Let me tell you what, like, San Antonio has so much low self-esteem. Like, everyone is always climbing on top of each other to get to the top of the ladder here, right? You know, and so the people in the colleges and the universities, the academia, just look down on everybody. Like, they think they're better than everybody. They think they're God's gift to man.
Dude, I look down on the academia people because look at what they're producing.
Well,
right now,
whatever
man.
you do, don't wear a patriotic shirt to the event. Like,
Well, I'm not.
They will.
I'm going to be wearing
they'll be like, we had problems with our payment system.
I'm going to be wearing our company shirt, you know? So
Oh, are you?
yeah, that's what we're going to be doing.
You're gonna wear it?
Our company shirt. We have a company shirt for our DJ company.
Oh, I thought you were gonna wear a foxhole shirt. I was like,
no, man. I'm wearing my company shirt, man. My DJ
then
company.
again, it's not my company. I mean, but like,
Hey, dude, you didn't even shoot me your stuff via email.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's not too late.
didn't.
What I will do now is I will do the next article.
Yeah.
This one's gonna be this one's a two-parter. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to set something up here because I know you and Java talk about the whole transhumanism thing. And there's something interesting. There's an interesting video that I bumped into. I think I sent the video to Java. I'm not sure if he watched it, but there's something very interesting about three individuals who have a social media platform, who is in the process of acquiring one, and who is in the process of thinking of getting one.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. There's something very interesting about that to me. But nonetheless, let me go ahead and do this article. And I mean, if you can shoot me
Bust that out, and they're on their way.
Just let me know when. Just let me know when it's sent, and then
I will do so. Yeah. What do you want me to do? Text you?
No. Email.
Oh no, I'm gonna email them to you. But when do you want me to let you know that I sent them? If they're on their way.
Just let me know. Just say, hey, I sent them. You know.
Okay, right.
It's all good,
Okay,
man.
here
This is
they
a very
come.
casual show, dude. You should know that by now.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
They're on their way. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Oh
here
man, that laugh! I already know this is gonna be something interesting.
Well, you know.
Okay, let me share this one with you first. Okay. Let me share this one with you. Let me share this with everybody out there on the internets. There we go. All right. So this one comes from Breitbart. This is, I don't know. I guess you could say it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, man. It's kind of funny.
He's funny looking.
I don't trust
I
this
mean,
dude.
I am too, so I can say it. Dude, he's a billionaire. I
don't
mean, he's a
trust this dude.
transhumanist. Like, I mean, what the hell? Like, I mean, he supports abortions. Like, I mean, what else do I need to say? I mean, without saying just do what I say. You know,
Well,
like,
that's-
what else do I have to tell you? Anyway.
That's why I was telling you it's interesting that there are three certain people who are trying to take a hold
No.
of-
That's stupid. That is dumb. The whole yay Twitter Trump thing. Like, no. And if yes, then Trump is in on it too. What do you think about that, America? Like, if you believe that Kanye and fucking this guy here, woke man, Elon Musk, is on your side.
Well, weren't you
Trump
saying that
Trump is
one?
on there too.
Wait.
What?
Weren't you saying
What
that?
would I say? What did I say?
Are you gonna let me say it? Weren't you saying that one of Trump's good friends was a transhumanist who supported his campaign as well?
I did not say he was his friend. I said that he supported Trump's campaign, and that's Peter Thiel,
Yes.
who has also funded Blake Masters and other people in the Republican Party. He is a hardcore transhumanist as well, and they are all multi-billionaires. Okay, and I think even the left have identified Elon Musk as just someone who's been interjected into the matrix to continue and carry forth the story that there is no such thing as a uniparty, and that there's genuinely a legitimate Democrat and Republican Party that are not working together in unison to destroy the liberty of this nation and take away the last bastion of freedom on this planet. Period. I don't understand why these people can't understand that. Like, it's whatever.
Time will tell, my friend. Time will tell.
Time will tell. You know, I believe in redemption, and I believe in second chances.
I do too.
I definitely believe in forgiveness.
I'm definitely
I
one of those
believe that
people.
if you forgive, you forget. No, that's not wise. You can forgive and you don't have to forget, because if you do, then you repeat your same mistakes. What you do is you just do not recall or feel the same emotion that you did prior to forgiving them. Once you forgive them, it's like nothing. But as a lesson learned, you should at least remember what happened. It doesn't mean that you have to have the same emotion behind it that you did prior to forgiveness. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It does.
So that's what I think. You know, like, we can forgive him, but we should not forget, because we don't want to repeat the same crap again, like we always do. And so, you know, if Elon's out for redemption, I'm sorry, but the jury's still out on that, guys. And until they return, he's guilty for me, because you cannot tell me he's still supporting abortion. You know, he's still supporting Ukraine. I mean, all of these things, I don't see how that spells, but there's no politics in supporting genocide and Nazis. There's no politics in supporting the destruction of baby humans in humans' wombs. There's no supporting any of that. There's no supporting it. So I cannot support him. I do not support him. I'm saying it here on the Speak Uneasy show, because I cannot say it on my channel, or I'll lose all of my listeners. I'll lose all of my listeners, and they're already few and far between.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, man. Thank you.
There is no supporting this man as a savior of the Republic. If he's going to save the Republic, he's doing it because he has a plan for after the Republic is saved. His dominance. Period.
I am not supporting this dude either. I'm just here to show this article. That's all I'm here for. I was trying to read the article, but
I gotta send you my articles. Like, I'm getting caught off on a tangent. Okay, here we go.
All right, let me read this. All right, woke Twitter employees protest Elon Musk's plan to slash their jobs. Pardon me for a minute. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh,
You're most
goodness.
welcome.
Employees of far-left Twitter are protesting Elon Musk's plans to fire 75% of the company's workforce in an open letter obtained by Time magazine. Musk's plans, why couldn't they just say Musk plans?
I call him Mr. Musk.
If realized, would reduce the size of the company from its current size of 7,500 employees to less than 2,000. Yeah, because he's gonna make the bots just do the work for him.
Yeah.
The letter demands that Musk,
because he's planning to use it as a database for his Neuralink. That's all he wants it for. He wants all the data that all the users have plugged in about themselves, so it can be conscripted into his Neuralink before he tries to push it.
But don't you think?
No, that's what he wants it for. He wants Twitter for the data, all of the data on all the users. That's what he's after. He's not after making this run as a social network or even functioning once he's taken over. He wants the data.
All social media does that already.
We know that, sir. But Elon Musk has Neuralink. What's your point? Anyways, we know that. Like, that's why.
Even the conservative ones
suck a buck. That's why he has the Meta. Hello, because he's already done that with Facebook. He's already conjoined his data.
Well, I'm saying that all of them do
Meta
it.
world.
All of
they
them,
all
even
do
the
it.
conservative ones do. Well, the so-called
Well, yeah, they do
conservative
that too. Truth Social does that as well. Well, actually, I can't say that, but I do know that there are some really gitchy things that happen
I'm
over
pretty
there.
sure they do, man.
No, there are. There are very gitchy things, and there are very gitchy people, from what I understand, that work over there as well. So yeah, no, we're not escaped from anything. Even over here on the good guy side, supposedly, we still have to deal with this bullshit.
Yeah.
Stupid.
All right, let me read this. The letter demands that Musk commits to preserving the current headcount, meaning no significant layoffs, even though Twitter, independently of Musk, was planning to slash its payroll by around 800 million by the end of next year. Dude, I've heard that the employees at Twitter, dude, they can take stress days off, like days on end, for reals. They can take days on end. And they can only, I've heard of a story that there was one worker who worked like 4 hours and for 2 weeks. It's ridiculous, dude. Really?
Well,
in the letter, part of which can be read below, Twitter employees express concern that Musk's cuts will stop them from being able to serve the public conversation. A threat to workers at Twitter is a threat to Twitter's future. These threats have an impact on us as workers and demonstrate a fundamental disconnect with the realities of operating Twitter. They threaten our livelihoods, access to essential healthcare, and the ability for visa holders to stay in the country they work in. We cannot do our work in an environment of constant harassment and threats. Without our work, there is no Twitter. Okay. We, the workers at Twitter, will not be intimidated.
Doesn't mean nothing to Musk once he owns it.
Right? You're going to be replaced by bots, dude. It's just a lot cheaper too. We recommit to supporting the communities, organizations, and businesses who rely on Twitter. We will not stop.
These people really think that all these people care about them?
Yes, they do.
They really think that?
That's how entitled they are.
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of people that work in these companies, man.
They really think like everyone cares about them.
Apparently so. They do. They seriously do. They seriously do, man. We will not stop serving the public conversation. We call on Twitter management and Elon Musk to seize these negligent layoff threats. As workers, we deserve concrete commitments so we can continue to preserve the integrity. Really? They're using that word integrity after all the people that they have all the people they have banned on their platform.
After all the people they violated their rights, yeah. That's what they think. Integrity. Violate those rights. Violate those God-given civil rights. They'd never call them God-given though. This is because they're all godless anarchists.
This is the type of people that we're dealing with here that work in these tech companies, man.
By that I mean they don't even have a spiritual foundation.
No, they don't.
They believe in chaos and nihilism.
Let's see. Serving the
They
public.
believe in nothingness.
I couldn't disagree with that. Serving the public conversation or supporting healthy conversation is how what?
It's what?
Wait, what?
A healthy conversation?
Well, you see, when people try to have a healthy conversation on Twitter, they kind of get banned.
Right. That's so that people don't feel upset. It keeps them healthy because they're not getting mad at the points they don't agree with.
They're not getting stressed from the opposing side, I guess, right?
Exactly. That's how Twitter did it. And apparently this worker feels like they are the savior of humanity and their anxiety.
Man, this is the youth for you, man. Healthy conversation is how Twitter has been taken to referring to its censorship operations in recent years. Rather than giving everyone a platform for their views, Twitter believes, quote, I think I'm going to change it. Instead of saying healthy conversations, I'll say healthy conversation, because apparently when people try to engage in conversations, one side always gets banned while the other side just continues to go on. So it's just a conversation.
I mean, are you guys really reading what this statement says, y'all? Serving the public conversation or supporting healthy conversation is how Twitter has taken to referring to its censorship operations in recent years. Rather than giving everyone a platform for their views, Twitter, and apparently this twit that they're talking to, believes healthy conversations are served when it picks winners and losers in politics and the media and suppresses stories of national and electoral importance. Are you guys reading that?
I can't.
Do you guys understand how insane that is?
I can't take this seriously, dude. I really can't take it seriously, dude. Oh man, these people in Twitter, man.
Oh my god, and these are the people Elon Musk is gonna can,
Dude,
for which
this
I
is
want to support him, but he's still a freaking transhumanist billionaire.
Bro, this is a letter, bro.
No.
This is a letter that they wrote to him, dude.
I know. Can you imagine how he probably laughed at it too? Like,
right there. That's the face he made after he.
Listen to these people. Listen to what they're saying. They think they're serving the community. Like,
right there is the face he made. Right there. See that?
they don't think.
I'll blow it
he's
up.
he's like, they don't think that robots would be better than them. I'll show them.
Look at that. That's what. He's wagging his finger to them.
He sure is. He sure is.
Oh my god!
Like, watch what happens when them robots come in here.
This is crazy,
That's awesome.
man. This is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna take
That
this
was
one.
great, my friend. That was great.
That wasn't great. That was crazy, dude.
That was
Crazy
I mean,
talk,
what'd you
dude.
expect? Mr. Musk is involved, and
Okay.
I guess where he's concerned, you know.
All right. I see some of your stuff here. Let me.
Yeah, you have to choose your path, sir. I gave you thrice options. I could have given you more.
Let's see.
But we're gonna keep him on the political hinge, so you're not.
Oh,
gonna get any of that.
you're on fire with the political hinge, man.
You're not gonna get any of that transgender stuff tonight from the LGBT qua.
Man,
like
you're on fire,
thrice removed
dude. You're on
crowd.
fire today with the whole politics. I was listening a little bit to your show, man.
Well, yeah, it's just nothing. It's like just things I notice. That's it. That's all it is things I notice. That's all. Just things I notice. That's it.
I'm telling you, you're gonna find more things that are gonna really piss you off, man.
It's okay. I think I have reached my bittersweet.
Oh no, you have not, my friend. There's more. There's more when you dig, man. There is more when you dig. There's a reason why I don't get into the whole politics anymore, man.
Sir, do you think I have not already passed that threshold that you have given up on?
No.
I'm long past that, sir.
No.
I'm way past that. You think I don't have an understanding of how deep this really goes? You think I don't even share with people I trust?
I know you do.
I research.
I know you do.
And I'm just saying, I have had my own moment in my journey recently, and you know what, it's whatever. We carry on, okay? It doesn't matter whether we have the support of others or whether or not people believe in you. It does not matter. We just got to keep on going.
Well, my brother, you know that I'm always going to be there for you.
Well, I appreciate that, and I understand.
Yeah,
now.
you know, I'm going to stand behind you.
You know what I'm saying has nothing to do with you. You know, like
I'm gonna stand behind you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with you. It's all just you know, me just genuflecting and.
Oh no, I know. Trust me, I know.
Prostrating myself before myself, and you know, in my fields, but like, it is what it is. So you know, it's whatever. But like, yeah, you know,
it's all good, bro. Okay, we're gonna go on this one.
Let's see what we're serving up here.
Oh, okay.
I think I smell something.
Well, apparently this guy did too.
I thought so.
Apparently this guy did too.
I thought so.
All right.
Named source reveals what Biden discreetly slips kids when he meets them. That does not sound good. Okay.
Wait,
What
hold
does
on.
he slip?
I want to give a
He
shout out.
slips him a roofie? No.
There's somebody on the Twitch side I want to give a shout out to. Treasuns, thank you. He's saying psyop on top of psyop. Yeah. Oh yeah. I already know that, man. I know how this game is played. That's why I focus more on the spiritual part of my life. So
That's why he stepped away.
that's why it's exactly why I step away.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, go ahead. I just wanted to recognize somebody out there on
So
the
your
Twitch side.
psyop was like IRL real hardcore though. And anyway, so yes, so a named source reveals what Biden discreetly slips kids when he meets them. And like, Western Journal should get hurrying for some clickbait right there. Because like, that sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, it does.
That sounds pretty bad,
You got to read that quote there, man. What's that? Oh man, never mind. It changed.
Wait.
It changed.
Oh,
Never mind.
goodness.
We'll just go to the article.
Something about being a groomer. It says President-selected Joe Biden likes to carry cash around to slip to small children so they can buy ice cream.
Dang, dude.
Is ice cream on the FBI hit list? Just kidding. No, it's not. But look it up on UrbanDictionary.com. This is all part of Biden's mission to connect in the days leading up to the midterms by slipping the money. They can't even vote. According
Says
to
who?
He's just like a drag queen. Joe Biden is just like a drag queen. He's like, I'm gonna slip kids money. Like, wait. The kids give the drag queens money. Anyways, okay, so he's giving the kids money like a drag queen. Sorry, okay. This is all part of Biden's mission to connect in the days leading up to the midterms, according to a glowing report by, of course, the Associated Press. White House correspondent Zeke Miller, who chronicled a mission that is carried out one hug and one selfie at a time on the part of the campaigner. If President-selected Joe Biden could greet every American this way, longtime allies say his approval ratings would soar, but he can't even get out of his damn basement for more than a freaking month, and they expect him to go hug every American in the country. What's stupid? Like, what kind of a fluffed up like PR article is this?
You chose it.
No. This Miller guy is saying. I mean, obviously, the Western Journal is calling out the stupidity of it, but like, this guy really believes that. You see, as Biden has never been at his best in big speeches, where his delivery can be stilted, his story sometimes meandering, Miller continued, giving what we might say is an incredibly generous description of Biden's public speaking. It's the end of a speech that often marks the beginning of Biden's favorite part of an event, the rope line in the parlance of political operatives. He whirls around, scans the crowd, and zeroes on his target, and one-on-one conversation with the children.
Dang.
Miller omitted that. Biden's favorite part is talking to the kiddies.
Yo, you see what's trending there, man? That dude right there too.
What dude?
That dude next to the trending.
Oh, Fetterman. You know the reason why he stutters? Because that man does not internalize and does not know how to deliver talking points and make it sound natural.
I saw that
he's
debate,
like talk, and he's like, oh, I forgot, I have to say this and that, and so it sounds like he's stumbling and it sounds like he's ignorant.
I
he
saw
really
that
just does not know how to express the talking points in conjunction and in context with
that dude,
his
like,
beliefs.
He
doesn't even believe in the shit that he's talking about. That's how you can tell. He doesn't even care. That's why he stutters and stumbles. I only saw one clip of him in my life, and it was earlier this afternoon, and I could deduce they're using his seizures as an excuse for him as a bad public speaker. That's so terrible. Oh, yeah, I said it. Anyways, go ahead.
No, it was horrible, man. The debate with him.
He doesn't believe what he's talking. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. He doesn't even care.
He didn't even make sense to me. He did not make sense at all.
It's the same thing that I say with that traitor twin Vindman, right? That lied during the Trump impeachment proceedings about the Ukraine. Same thing I said about him. The least you could do is, if someone's going to write a script for you, if as a writer, the least you could do is practice and rehearse what I wrote for you so it sounds good when you deliver it, instead of trying to think you're so John Badass that you can just cold read the fucking script and you sound like shit and everyone knows you don't even believe it and you probably didn't even write it. That's the least you could do for a writer who writes you a good script. I'm just saying. Now, Fetterman, I think, is like Vindman. I think he just doesn't even, and then I'll wing it. He has no respect for his constituents. He doesn't even try, and he's even trying to destroy the nation.
He just, I didn't understand a word he said when he had a debate. That's just, it's as bad as, I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, I
swear someone is gonna email me like his brain scans. Like,
is this trickling down to
other... How dare you, Mr. C? He really had a heart. He really has half a brain.
Man, I'm thinking, like, did this trickle down from the president all the way down?
Well, so be it. Then he has half a brain. Well, then maybe you guys should consider who you're going to elect for U.S. Senate. Like, I'm just saying. Okay? Someone's going to send me his CAT scans. This is terrible. Okay?
Yep.
Sorry. One of these targets might include, for example, a small child.
Oh,
I told you.
Dude.
Biden likes to carry some cash so he can discreetly slip kids a few dollars and encourage them to buy ice cream.
Oh, man.
Oh my God, he's making whores out of the children of America.
This is...
He's making whores out of the children of America. That Biden is that some bitch. He's giving them money in exchange for sniffs. That man is making a prostitute out of your children. What are you gonna do about it, America?
Man.
That is pretty bad, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty bad. Like, okay, all right, okay, I'll calm down now. So, Biden likes to. Oh, we read that right. Okay, so he likes to carry some cash. Look at, there's Hillary Clinton. What difference does it make? What difference does it make whether Biden slips cash to money on the campaign trail or not? What difference does it make?
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. What difference does it make if Biden likes to carry some cash so he can discreetly slip kids a few dollars and encourage them to buy his ice cream? Almost as an aside, before going on to give several other fluffy examples of the glad handing the president has perfected through decades. Glad handing is what they call copying a feel nowadays.
Say what?
Oh, well, that man glad handed my testicles.
Oh.
Okay, you see why I picked this article. Okay, perfected through decades of deploying the campaign tactic. Well, if only we could be as professional as Joe Biden. Apparently, he's also perfected the selfie arm. I wonder what that is. The selfie arm. It's kind of like the reach around. Like,
what is that?
Oh, I have no idea. But if you're like me, you're probably still stuck on the, I'll have to look it up in Urban Dictionary, selfie arm. What's that?
I don't know what that is, man. I don't even want to imagine. I don't even want to imagine what that is. Just based on the way you're laughing, yeah, I don't even want to know what that is.
But if you're like me, you probably still stuck on the whole giving little kids money to buy ice cream thing, which isn't a great look for someone who's been criticized as creepy Uncle Joe for the many video clips of him touching women and young children.
Yep.
Yet this was part of the puffed up image a former Biden body man sought to convey for Miller's totally nonpartisan report on the apparent virtues of the president's fondness for smoozing with people who voluntarily go to campaign events to see him speak, as though with a crumbling economy, threats of nuclear war, and a crime-ridden insecure border, this might actually be of interest to the voting public. President-selected Biden indeed has a fondness for ice cream, children, and giving ice cream to children. And I wonder if he likes to wipe it when it's dripping down their chin, just like vanilla ice cream. He's fond of stopping to visit ice cream shops while on the campaign trail, or when he should otherwise be presidenting. He's always petting and making awkward comments to children during those rope lines and other photo ops. And he said during a speech last year that he described as boring, 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 yes, his own speech, that any children in attendance were owed ice cream.
Jeez, dude.
And there's Hillary Clinton again. There's Biden. Imagine if Biden drew the press to the border like he does with ice cream parlor photo ops. Staged and creepy, and not necessarily in that order. No one wants to watch this old man eat ice cream and troll kids.
You know, him and Pelosi should hang out, since they both like ice cream, right?
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
A month earlier, Biden delayed a speech to make sure that 2 5-year-olds in attendance got ice cream before he began. Biden delays the beginning of a speech to make sure young girls in the audience get ice cream. Almost 5 years old, coming to hear the president speak. My Lord, in my faith, we call that purgatory.
What?
Oh, we know that, sir. You call that purgatory. While Miller's report was clearly designed to present the image of an effective campaign tactic, a right-leaning British tabloid, the Daily Mail noticed the ice cream children weirdness, as did a number of sharp-eyed social media users. I'm sorry, this is not normal. It might be a small child. Biden likes to carry some cash so he can discreetly slip kids a few dollars and encourage them to buy ice cream. One handshake, one hug, and one selfie at a time. That's how Joe Biden connects with everyday Americans. Biden's supposedly effective glad handing by glad handing. I love it. I love it. I'm going to have a magazine called like the Glad Hander Daily. By discreetly... That is such a funny phrase, glad handing. I'm going to be like, I'm going to go out and glad hand people. And then you're like, what did you just do to me? And be like, I just glad handed you.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Woo, okay. I learned it from my supposed president. This supposedly effective glad handing by discreetly greasing the palms. Oh, you know why he's greasing the palms of the children? Do you know where he wants them to put their palms?
Oh, no.
This article has it so right.
Oh, dude, this is horrible, man. This is horrible.
This article has it so right.
This is so horrible in so many. I don't know how the writer picked all these words, man. I don't know how the writer picked all these words.
Who wrote this article? Who wrote this article?
Well, I don't want to.
We know it's the Western Journal, but
we'll look it up afterwards. I just don't want to lose the spot of the
oh
paragraph.
My goodness, my stomach hurts. Okay,
I bet it does. Too much glad handling and greasing of the palms, man.
Glad handling and greasing my palms. Okay. Okay, it says here that he's greasing the palms of the children.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, it says because they have come to expect him to otherwise sniff and touch them.
Oh man.
It gets worse.
Who wrote this, dude? This article is truly this is news story for sure. This article fits this particular show.
God. I'm telling you guys.
Jeez.
This is not a parody article. Like, Western Journal does actually always report.
I bet they do.
This is a serious story. I'm just finding a lot of humor in their choice of words.
We'll see who the writer is after the article, man. Because this is.
It says it does not provide the best optics. No kidding. For the Democrats hoping to keep the president's questionable behavior out of voters' minds with the midterm elections fast approaching. In other words, that PR team failed and they need to fire them.
Okay, so that was the end of the
they
article.
thought glad handing ice cream to kids was a good look for Joe Biden.
Okay, so let's see who wrote this thing, man.
Excuse me. Oh my God.
Whoever wrote this thing, man, the choices of words.
I praised them 5,000 times over.
Right there. Look at the name.
Issa Cox. Oh my God! Shut the fuck. That's a spoof name. Issa Cox. Really? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's funny.
I'll blow it up, dude.
Why don't you just click on her name?
Right there, dude.
Let's see what she says. Let's see what it says about her. Issa Cox.
Jeez.
That's got to be a pen name. That's not her God-given name. She's not a cock. No, just kidding. Okay. Oh, and it's gone. Okay.
What else is there to share about? I mean,
about Issa Cox? I don't know. I guess we could figure it out some other day.
All right, we're back.
To be fair, there was a picture of her, so I'm probably out of line.
Well, I mean, is that her real picture? Probably not.
I don't know. I mean, I've always known the Western Journal to do, at least reputable work. I'm not lying, reputable, okay, but we're cold reading here, so I didn't know what I was gonna say.
Well, it said more than what it said. A lot. It said a lot. It sure said a lot, didn't it?
It was great. That was a great article.
I don't know if they meant. I wonder if they meant to make it like that. They had to have made it like that for reals.
Oh my goodness. I think that was a legit, genuine article.
I don't think so. I think they wrote that on purpose the way it is.
Well, it's brilliant either way.
All right.
I'm on board with it.
You're going to go back to back.
We are, yeah.
Yeah, for your stuff. We're going back to back. Right. Man, that was a crazy article, dude. And just by the way it was written, it was nuts, man.
I needed that tonight. Thank you. That's what I've been using Joe Biden for in these dark times. Something to laugh at. I needed that tonight. I really needed that. So good job, Mr. Cox. You exceeded my expectations tonight. Western Journal, thank you.
All right. You see the next one up for you?
Goodness. Oh, yes, this is a heavy one. Okay.
All right, let me share this with everybody. Let me make it a little bit bigger here for people. All right.
Java, that selfie arm is creepy.
Oh, wait. Before we continue.
That was also part of the freaking article. Look at it speak. Look at it speak.
The selfie arm has your phone on the other end, and it makes you. Wait. What? Look at what?
The selfie arm.
Where?
Look at. Oh, you have to look at the pictures. There, Java put a link in the chat. Look at that link.
Hold on. Hold on.
Look at that link. Like, I'm telling you, it's creepy.
Hold on, dude.
It's totally appropriate, and it makes that article look more like
Well, I'm looking at it in another.
a Bobble and Bee.
Oh, what the heck is that? What?
I know, the Joe Biden selfie arm. Like, what the hell? Like, what? They're adding to the mythos of him being a clone and and.
Oh, that's bizarre, man.
I'm telling you, like.
That is so bizarre. That's bizarre. That's pretty bizarre, man. That's pretty bizarre.
Yeah.
It's pretty bizarre.
I think Casual Gigi went and looked at it because she was talking about it in the audience. Oh my God, that's great.
It's pretty much a selfie stick that has a hand.
That's its own arm, like.
Freaking weird, dude.
Oh my God, that's good. That's a good one. Anyways, okay, so Civil War. This is from one of the globalist operative outlets, otherwise known as Fox News, otherwise known as a Mockingbird media outlet.
Well, how come the top says MSN?
Because MSN has shared this article from Fox News.
I got you.
Mm-hmm. So, Civil War, Democrat for governor attacks own party as Republican gains more. I can't read it because something's blocking my view. Momentum in deep blue state. So anyways, this was just a ridiculous headline to me, because it's like we if we're paying attention are seeing the establishment eat its own and stuff like that, and really show who they are and stuff like that. So it's just a point of it's a point of juxtaposition from what everyone believes as is really the case, but it sheds a whole lot more light onto the way things actually are, and it happens on both sides. This one's talking about the Democrat candidate in Oregon for governor starting to throw against her own party because she's failing, and we see people like Mitch McConnell from the Republican Party who's starting to support Democrats and support establishment candidates against America First candidates, which is really revealing. And again, if you take, for example, the case of Vermont, I think it's either Vermont or New Hampshire, where you have an America First candidate as the GOP contender, and instead of supporting him to cross the finish line, Mitch McConnell sending money over to Alaska to go support what's her name, Lisa Murkowski and stuff like that, or and Lisa Murkowski's throwing her support to Democrats in Alaska instead of backing up the Trump endorsed GOP contender that's been facing her, that primaried her. So anyways, that's kind of why I chose this article. It's just one of those weird contention / counterpoints that most people who are asleep or on the left will never see, and some people on the right, I think we need to point out and remind them about, this way they can stay wary about their course in their own elected officials. So article says, Oregon's Democratic gubernatorial nominee Tina Kotek appears to be responding to the building momentum for Republican candidates Christine Drazen in their heated race by turning on her own party and launching attacks on the state's current Democrat governor. Flush her down because she's Kate Brown. Kotek's attacks on Brown flush her down because she's brown.
No, you know why I'm laughing, right?
Why is that?
Look at the name of that.
Name of what? Kotek? Like Kotek's attack. Oh, they're making fun of us. Kotex and Brown, flush them both down, right? Wait, you can't flush Kotex. That'll stop up the freaking. It'll stop up the freaking.
Oh,
I swear. What the frick, Howard Stern? Okay. Kotex, who you cannot flush down. Attacks on Brown, who you should flush down, while mild, have come in the final weeks of campaigning, as polling has shown Drazen running neck and neck with the former Democrat Speaker of Oregon State House and well ahead of independent candidate and former Democrat Betsy Johnson in the traditional Deep Blue state. Oregon has not elected a Republican governor since the early 1980s. In an ad released earlier this month titled Liar, Kotek sought to tie Brown and Drazen together on failing to deal with the homeless crisis plaguing the state, claiming she was the only one of the three who called for action to be taken. Tina Kotek called for a homeless state of emergency nearly 3 years ago. Not Kate Brown, not Christina Drazen. In the October 19th debate between Kotek stated Brown did nothing to address the homeless crisis after she called for a homeless state of emergency and added, "I will lead where Governor Brown could not or would not on this issue." Later in the debate, Kotek pushed back on the criticism from Drazen that she wanted to uphold school coronavirus lockdowns, claiming she fought Brown for summer school funding to help school children make up lost learning as a result of the pandemic. She did not, however, go into detail as to how she stood up to Brown. Despite her newfound criticism of Brown, Kotek voted in tandem with the latter over 99% of the time, while a member of the Oregon House of Representatives, and has her endorsement listed on her campaign website.
Hey, look who's on the picture.
It's Tina Kotek, and it's
she-
that ice cream guy. It's Joe. It's Joe the ice cream man. Get away from Tina, run away, Tina. He's gonna smell you. He's gonna slip you $1 in between your. She looks like she wants to be Ellen DeGeneres. She looks a fat Bull Dyke wannabe Ellen DeGeneres. That's what she looks like. It's okay, guys. I'm shallow. Fox News, Fox News Digital reached out to Brown's office as well as the Kotek and Drazen campaigns for comment, but only heard back from Drazen's communications director, John Burke. Tina Kotek spent years as Kate Brown's co-pilot, leading a one-party scissor government that presided over massive homelessness, rising crime, failing schools, and a growing affordability crisis, Burke said in a statement. Without Kate Brown, Tina Kotek would have almost nothing to run on, since there was absolutely no daylight between the two on any issue of consequence. It's only right that Oregonians know Tina Kotek is Kate Brown's chosen candidate as they cast their ballots in this crucial election. Isn't that crazy, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Is that not crazy? And that's how they do it.
Is there more?
No, that's it. There's the scheme there, though. There's the scheme on the left, but you see how it affects the right.
Yeah, well.
I mean, even Christina Drazen, I don't know. I have to look more into her, but, I've heard things, so.
Well, you know my stance on the whole political thing.
I know your stance on it.
There's a reason for that, man. I got tired of it. I got tired of that. All right. Enough of that
fun stuff. Even though I was late to the party, I'm still the life of it.
You sure are, man. You sure are.
That's just the way I roll, my friend. I'm sorry I was late, but thank you again. This was so much fun.
I know, and I'm glad that you were able to kind of like let loose here.
Yeah.
I mean, this show is kind of that kind of show anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, we try to have as much fun as we can on these Wednesday shows. I try. Sometimes I get caught up with some of these articles. I mean, yeah, in face value, it's funny and I laugh about it. But then sometimes I really think about it, and I say to myself, like, dang, dude, they're really treating us like we're stupid, So I don't know. That's just my take on all these things right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Anyways, anything you got going throughout the whole week for your show? Anything special?
I mean, man, like I'm just continuing to try and grow what I'm doing at this point, and just continuing to re-examine everything that I am doing with it. But like there's a lot of big stuff coming up for the show and the whole channel actually as a whole. But like,
You're
I'm
taking
just
it
not
to that Quicks thing, right?
Oh yeah. No, Quicks is still in the works. I was like, Quicks, what's that? No, Quicks is still in the works, But yeah, no, just continuing to do that. Like, just I got to grow the operations at least, and just work on some more stuff with that.
Did you take a look at the things that I talked to you about outside of the show, about how to kind of handle what you got going?
Oh, with the business and stuff. No,
Yeah.
I have not even cracked into that. I
man.
am not only just executor of what I'm doing and also in production. I also have to do the planning, and the content alone takes a lot of time just to get the research on that done. But like, I drive my stories. I mean, I've been doing this for like about 2 years now. I can say it sometimes I'm ahead of the national headline, and it's okay. It doesn't matter. The point is just to get the information out there, and that's what's important. And I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing because I know my perspective is different, and I know my stance in here is different as well from a lot of people who are already doing this. And there's no, and I'm not saying that everyone else is like this, but I'm just saying there's no ulterior motive here. Like, you're getting organic American individual grassroots blue collar layman. That is me. And so I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm just going to keep driving it because, I mean, after all, I don't see many other perspectives. And so far I haven't been wrong about much, and I'll just take that as a clue for myself. So.
Well, I definitely see your growth because I go to your channel every once in a while. I may not be like really, really listening to the show, but I do see your numbers kind of going up. I also visit your other platforms that you stream on too. There are some people who go there. So no, I see it, and it's better to have it grown organically because, to be honest, man, like, I'd rather have the quality of people rather than the quantity. Mm-hmm. Because you tend to build relationships with a lot of people with the quality of people that come in,
Only the manipulators are concerned about the numbers, and
that's something
only,
I had to
only the desperate will use those numbers against other people.
I definitely had to I had to get over that. A big part of that too was this really isn't about me per se. This is about what I'm supposed to be doing, and I had to look beyond myself as far as the numbers go. And I don't see that much numbers in my channel either, but I'll tell you what, the people that I do see in my channel, like the viewers that come in and interact on the chats, they're quality people, man. And I have this relationship with them on here. So, I'm me, man. The way I am behind this mic is exactly the same person you're going to see and you know that for a fact. For a fact. And I know
same.
And also Java knows that for a fact because he's met me we've worked on music in my garage together. So we have these conversations all the time, man. And you guys know that I am the same person, whether behind the mic or not. I'm still the same.
Well, I mean, but to really get to know you, I would have to live with you, and I would have to see the way you are in real life, and I would have to assess that. Just meeting you a few times doesn't mean anything. No, just kidding.
Gee, what an
Let's
asshole.
Be real. Let's be real, let's be real, former deputy sheriff. Let's be real here, right?
I know, and I'm being as real as I can.
No, you get your sixth sense, you get your discernment, you figure it out. You can feel it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
It's just when people keep bringing it up that you start to question there. I'm just kidding.
Bringing what up?
Nothing.
Oh, that I'm the real. I'm
nothing,
real.
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nice. You don't have to. You already did. No, but what I'm saying is that it doesn't matter about how many people come in. If you see the same people coming over and over again, you're building a relationship with that person, and they're getting to know who you are. Because I can even vouch for you where how you are on your shows, you're pretty similar in you're pretty similar in person, man.
Wait till I get the meat sweats. Just kidding.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh man, there was not a drop of alcohol, not a intoxicant in my body, just a whole lot of meat.
This is a whole lot of ice cream or what?
Ice cream. Who do I look like, Joe Biden?
So go ahead and tell people where they can find you and what you got for your upcoming shows if you want to.
Alrighty. Thanks again, Mr. Speaking Easy, for having me. It's been fun on a Wednesday. Doing it like I do, fashionably late, if not fashionable at all. But stop by the creport.com so you can check out more on the C Report. If you are Texas, or if you just like the cut of my jibe, join me Monday, Wednesday, Friday for Lone Star News. Also for Mr. CTV, and that's Texas News at 3 p.m. Central Time. That show got a lot more developing on it. We'll be adjusting the title. We'll be getting a website. We'll be getting an individual podcast because I intend to grow that show. And yeah, other than that, thecreport.com. Follow us at pill.net. Follow us at rumble.com. Follow us at odyssey.com.
Support. I mean, genuinely support him. He does a lot of work, man. He does a lot of work, and he's digging and he's digging. You got to support this dude, you know? He's not like the other channels where they have the support, you know?
Oh, well, it's just, it is what it is. I mean, it's growing, but thank you for the kind words speaking.
Yes.
Thank you so much. But with that said, it's been a fun Wednesday.
It sure has. And
thank you for your graces again, bartender.
Thank you for participating on the Wednesday shows, man. If you're late or on time, it don't matter. You're here. That's all that matters. But thank you.
Everyone out there on the interwebs, Foxhole Pill, you guys have a beautiful night. Love you all, and we'll see you on
tomorrow.
Flip side. Yep. Take care.
Thanks, brother.
Bye.
There he goes. Let me end my side of Zoom. When I say Zoom, like Zoom. All right. Take you guys to the clouds here. What a show, man. A Hail Mary pass by Mr. C coming in kind of late with the good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed your time. I want to thank Java for giving me the shades on the foxhole end. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. And that's another guy that you guys got to be on the lookout right there. Support Java as well with his podcast. Let me see if I'm able to throw it out there on the chats out there on the Foxhole side. Hold on for a moment. Let me just put it there. So I dropped the link to Java's own podcast on the Foxhole end. Support him too, because he's a big contributor to this show on Sundays. And of course, that kind of is the segue to when the bar will be open for a 10 o'clock show. The bar will be open again at 10 p.m. Central Time on Sunday for Go Back to Sleep. That's where Java and we kind of dissect songs and pop culture and all this stuff with the lyrics, even the groups, and the music videos, if there are any music videos of the songs that we take apart. And we kind of look at it in a spiritual sense, because I think music is a very influential thing in all of us. And to be honest, I think a lot of great music has influenced us in ways that we didn't even understand or know. And that's kind of what me and Java and I do on the Sunday night shows. It's always fun to come by and hang out those times. And also tomorrow, tentatively, I don't know the times yet. I've been so busy. I will be opening the bar up maybe in the afternoon, maybe around 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time for my midday mix session. We'll see. I've been really busy with these upcoming events. I got a DJ for Friday and Saturday, man. But, if you follow me on the social medias with my link tree out there, you'll know the schedule. because that's where I post the schedule up all on my social medias. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on CLOUTHUB, Gab, Truth Social, Twitter, Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, BitChute, the Foxhole. So yeah, give me a follow there if you can, if you want. You can also financially support the show either by gold pills on the foxhole.app or pill.net. I do have a link to my PayPal, what else? Cash App and Venmo on my link tree there, if you're able to. Or you can check out my merch store. The link to my merch store is also on my link tree. So, another show down in the books, and I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your week. As I end the show, always remember to be kind to one another, and if an opportunity ever presents itself to pick somebody up, please, I would advise you to please do so, because it's the right thing to do. I mean, wouldn't you want somebody to help you up if you were down? I think we've seen too many of people kicking people down when they're already down. Instead of doing that, why don't we start lifting people up? I mean, if we really want to make a change in this world or in this country, I think the changes need to start with us. So please start there by being kind to one another and picking each other up. So with all that being said,
the bar is now closed.
I can't help but wonder if I'm under a spell. It's more than a passing notion. I've never fallen with such devotion. I can't help but wonder if it's only a dream. Am I naive or can I believe that things are really as they seem? Can anyone explain how to understand what's true? I know I just can't take it. Whenever I'm with you, I can't help but wonder if you wonder about me. 'Cause lately I can't help but wonder how wonderful this might be. Can anyone explain it? How to understand what's true? I know I just can't take it. Whenever I'm with you, I can't help but wonder if you wonder about me. 'Cause lately I can't help but wonder how wonderful this might be. 'Cause lately I can't help but wonder how wonderful this might be.